and it's not a red line and change. So there's been a lot of meetings, there's been a lot of late nights going through this, and recently there was just a few little unintended consequences that we've been working through, and I think we've got it nailed down. So there's your update for that process.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thanks, Chase. I'd like to say a few words first, and I've asked each one of the new council members that they had anything to say to start off here with. But there's one thing I'd like to do first. Austin is my grandson. Would you mind standing up for a second? Stand up, please. Thank you. You're out of order. Sit down. That's the first time I get to use that. So Austin, you're the number one guy there. And I'll start out by saying we're going to have fun with this council. We're going to have fun with this next 2 years, but we're going to get a lot of work done. And we got a couple of topics that are going to be very important. We're not going to go through them tonight, but just expect to have some fun with this whole city, because it is a great city. I've lived here for over 40 years now. That being all said, I never thought I'd be sitting up here. Yet life brings things you don't expect. First, I want to thank Pastor Paul Teskey, for honoring us with his words this evening. He's a great man of faith, and I hope I can live up to his allowing me to call him a friend. I want to thank my wife, Gina, and my entire family for allowing me to meet the request to run for mayor. Thanks to all the team and who helped direct the campaign. All played a big part in listening to the community. To the residents I've met again, and the new ones we met along the way. I tried to listen to what you wanted for our town, and we expressed how we could make that happen. Then they spoke to their neighborhood. They convinced others to give this new team a chance. Here's what I heard while walking through Copper Canyon this time. People like Copper Canyon. They like it the way it is. They moved here because of the way it is. They live here because of the way it is. Neighbors living close enough to help, but far enough away to not see inside your kitchen. Some have horses, some do not. Yes, our properties attract pressure for closed housing development or to sell land for commercial ventures. But I've heard for over 10 years, as the pressure is built, the people of the town like Copper Canyon as it is and as it's planned. The people are the ones that make Copper Canyon. As I understand it, government is supposed to be by the people. We are the ones who implement the people's choices. If we were ever to change Copper Canyon, it is the people that should change it, not the councils. Let me read from current developments going on in towns near us. Deer Hollow, 5 acres. Eagle Ridge, 2 acres. Hudson Hills, 2 acres. Trifecta Estates, 2 acres. 2-acre lots. My point is, Copper Canyon will survive. We will come together to protect our current homeowners as well as those who come in the future. This town is an oasis in the Metroplex. I will do whatever I can to keep it that way, fix the problems that come up, try to control flooding, and overall keep our families safe. I promise you will see myself and this council out in the town asking us what's important. I say us because we all live here. I'm looking forward to working with all the new council members and all the council members to hear their thoughts over the next 2 years in Copper Canyon's future. Thanks so much for your support in the election. I appreciate it more than I can say. Paula, do you have?
Well, first I want to say that this seat feels very vaguely familiar, and I'm honored to sit in it after my husband. So, and also all of you, for the most part, I'm pretty sure that I know most of you by name. And I hope that I'll know more of you by name by sitting in the seat. I don't intend to change. I don't intend to stifle anything that I've done as far as working with you guys. And if you want to call me up and tell me that there's a horse loose on your street, I want to hear about it, and then we'll get it taken care of. But I just want to thank the people that supported me when I started talking about running. 2 former mayors whom I respect more than you guys will ever know, Mayor Sue and Mayor Larry. And many meetings that we had together, and you guys both supported me, and Carla, you as well. Chase, you're always there to listen and offer advice, even at your young age, which I so appreciate. Rudy and Matt, yeah, you guys get to hear from me more than you probably want, but I agree with Jeff. This is our town. There's I looked at 1,692 registered voters in our town, probably about 1,800 people. And less than 400 of you, probably those sitting here, chose us. And we will work for you guys, and we will work for the other 1,200 that couldn't make it to the polls. But I think we have a good council. I'm very proud of who we have sitting up here. You guys will get to know Victoria. She's fearless, and she'll be wonderful. And I'm not sure about the empty seat, but whoever is chosen, I know will be convicted and work for this town. I look forward to collaboration with all of us, conversation in front of the town and not in the back rooms. We want you guys to be a part of this town, and we want you to hear everything that's going on and not just word of mouth, 3 people down here say. So thank you for choosing me, and I won't let you down.
I just want to say, thank you to those of you that called up and asked and cajoled me to run.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, well, I'm honored, truly. I thank Ted Stanzik and Nancy Henry and Jeff Mayer and Paula for really your expertise, for your wisdom, for Mayor Sue, thank you for what you've done for the town, and Mayor Charlotte Wilcox over in Highland Village, who I consider not just a leader but also a friend. I thank my family, just for the ways that they've stepped up to support me. My husband for taking pictures and driving around, and my daughter for graphic design, and just for a best friend that is family by choice, because there's not just DNA, but people that will stand beside you through thick and thin. And there are just so many people that, the townspeople, as we've knocked on doors, that welcome us. And I look forward to working with the council members. And again, just people that when I've reached out that have answered questions. Troy, thank you for calling immediately to reach out and say, we will walk beside you and teach you and let you learn. And I prepared a few words. And I just want to say to the townspeople that tonight I stand before you with deep gratitude and a full heart, and being elected to serve on Copper Canyon Town Council is an extraordinary honor, one I accept with humility and dedication and an unwavering belief in this community. I ran because I believe in protecting Copper Canyons, past and present, preserving what made this town special for generations, while also making thoughtful, inclusive decisions for the future. Our story matters, our people matter, and how we care for this place and each other will define what comes next. My heart is to serve with integrity and compassion. I want to treat every resident with the same respect and humanity that I would offer to a brother, a sister, or a trusted neighbor. I hope that if you see me around town, or even at your front door, you'll feel comfortable welcoming a conversation. Whether it's a concern or a suggestion or simply the chance to connect, I want to hear from you and I want to get to know you. I have an official email address coming soon, and I encourage you to reach out. Your voice matters to me, and I want to be the kind of council member who stays accessible, approachable, and grounded in the needs of our community. This role isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions, staying present, and leading with both courage and kindness. I ask for your patience as I grow in this responsibility, and I promise to show up ready to serve with heart, with focus, and with deep respect for the council members, for the community, for the laws, and for the trust that you've placed in me. Thank you, and let's move forward together with pride in our past and purpose in our future. Thank you.
I didn't have a speech prepared per se, but congratulations, you guys. No matter who's up here, we all got to work together and solve problems, and I think we can do that. I'm confident. So good luck, and look forward to it.
Thank you, Chase. Councilmember Liebert.
There you go. Okay. Consent. Items on consent agenda are routine and administrative in nature. As such, these items are considered for approval by a single motion and vote, generally without discussion. Council members can remove an item from an agenda or items from the agenda so it can be considered separately and or add action or discussion agenda posted as part of the consent agenda. There's two items on the consent approval, which is one of the approval of the April 28th minutes, and also then approval of the April 25th financial statement, which is basically a report on the budget and where we're at. Do I have a motion or any discussion requirement, a motion to approve these two items?
I will motion to approve.
We have a motion, we have a second?
Second.
Second. All right, with that being said then, yeah. Oh, we're gonna vote next. That being said, but then let's have a vote on the consent items for those two items for the in the consent agenda. All the ayes?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. And so that passes unanimous. Action and discussion items. Discuss and consider take action regarding ordinance 25002, authorizing restricted prior service credit for employees who are employees of the Texas Municipal Retirement System, TMRS. And Troy, do you want to give us a little talk on this?
Yes, Mayor, I'll give you a quick brief overview of this. What this is, TMRS offers a service credit. So if you have an employee that works for another government agency or another municipality and they come to Copper Canyon to be employed, say they've been at the other municipality for 10 years and they want to come work here, they don't have to start their service time over. This is something that TMRS promotes, but it has to be passed by ordinance. And so if they worked here for 10 years, then they would officially be eligible through the TMRS retirement at 20 and versus starting over from zero, going from city to city or government agency from government agency. So that is what this is. And so TMRS had asked if we would consider this year, and it's, for you guys to consider. There's no, the financial, there's been the question, will this be a financial burden for the town of Copper Canyon? The only portion that the Copper Canyon municipality would be responsible for is the service that the employee had for us, and nothing else, not the previous 10 years or however many years they may have worked at another government agency. But that's what's in front of you tonight to consider.
Do you know, is there anybody that falls in that category for us right now?
Our newest employee, Colleen, who
Okay.
is our court administrator,
Right.
she was working in Flagstaff for, I think, a little over 10 years.
Okay.
And so it kind of applies, gives her the opportunity to continue to work towards that 20-year retirement.
Keeps her retirement card. Okay,
Yes.
very good. So there is one employee that we have that is affected by that. Do I have a motion to approve this ordinance 25002?
I make a motion that we approve the ordinance 2502, authorizing restricted prior service credit for employees who are members of the Texas Municipal Retirement System.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. All right, let's take a vote on that, please, then. And all the ayes?
Aye.
That passes unanimous then. All right, that takes care of that. Item number 10, discussion of future agenda items. I want to just mention, any council member can say a request that item be placed on subsequent agenda items for consideration. I want to mention about the Estates Bridge operation coming in. That's a 2-year project. We're just getting started on it, like Troy mentioned, and everything. You're going to see traffic. If you go down Estates, you'll see traffic, you'll see workers there and that kind of thing, surveyors. But no real work is going to be started on that in the immediate future. It's more of a planning and engineering status. The May 19th, I'm going to mention that. Keep an eye on the calendar if you decide to attend that, because it does affect the Awnee Ranch platting system up there and approval on that. And we're going to try to get that on the agenda and completed all the paperwork successfully to us by then. So if we cancel a meeting, of course, we'll remove it from the calendar on our website. You guys have any other council members have anything else in the future they'd like to have in the next meeting?
Not at this time.
Not this time.
Okay.
Mayor, there may be just some future items that you guys may consider in June. And some of those items would be the financial budgetary policy that we're buttoning up that. So that will potentially be on the June agenda, as well as potentially, as Councilmember Leeward mentioned, the subdivision ordinance may come forward as well. So we can get that wrapped up and reviewed by the committee next week. We'll pass that along to you guys to have plenty of time to review it prior to that June meeting as well.
Excellent.
Question on the
Yes.
committee. The committee's is it the same group or are we changing the group? Same group of folks on the committee?
As of now, the mayor and I are going to meet tomorrow at 7 a.m. to review some of the committee setups and who's on them and whatnot. So the mayor and I will kind of look at that tomorrow. But as of now, I think it's potentially the same group.
As that document comes to us and stuff, I'm not sure, we're not changing the group right now at all.
Okay.
But if there's any big changes, if our new council members have like thoughts on it and stuff like that, we'll work on that. But I know we all know you've worked hard on that for a long time, so I don't see that changing right now.
Will there be a presentation of the subdivision ordinance at the council meeting? And we'll get it in plenty of time because that's a large document.
Yes, ma'am. And so we're hoping to have the committee review it in the next week, and then we
Okay.
would pass it on to the council and the mayor to review before that June 9th
Okay.
meeting. And then Dunaway will be here to present it as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
It will not be part of the 19th meeting.
Correct.
If we have that meeting, because that's just too
Yeah.
big a document to get done. So we're going to wait till the June meeting for that.
That is correct.
Okay. All right, very good. And on that same theme, I'd like to have our council members, and I know you've already been, Chase, reviewing ordinances and stuff in your project there, but take a look at the ordinances, come up with ideas that you think we might want to fix or that are cumbersome that we can correct or whatever through our ordinance discussion, see what you can, as you read them while you're at home and stuff. And because I'm gonna lead into that in future meetings on fixing some ordinance considerations. Anybody else have anything else, Troy?
I think that's it.
Okay, very good. Well, we love the crowd here. We'd love to see this type of crowd every meeting. We're gonna try to do everything we can, and we're gonna listen to what our people have to say. And like I said before, even when I was on the council before, I was out on the weekends driving to town looking for people and asking what they had going on in the town. And I hope we can do it. I will be doing it. I don't think our councilman's going to be doing that because hopefully I'm going to give that directive and have them out doing it on their own and stuff. But you're not going to see just us once a month for an hour and a half or 35 minutes. You're going to see us more than that this next 2 years. And with that, I'll take unless there's anything else. Does anybody else have anything else to say in the audience or anything? Good. I'll take a
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second. the motion.
Second, and ayes and nays on the motion to adjourn.
Aye.
And that concludes the meeting. Thanks for coming, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Wow.